Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, we are going to be making an oldie but a goodie, a classic hamburger helper. Now we all know and love the boxed hamburger helper. It's been around since the 1970s. It's what we grew up eating. But this is the original recipe for the classic hamburger helper. It's been around for such a long time and it's absolutely delicious and so easy to make. So I've got my pan ready, I've got my ingredients ready. Let's get started. Okay guys, like I said, this is so easy to make and it's absolutely delicious. I've got everything ready to go. This is absolutely everything you're going to need. We've got some tomato puree. You can use tomato paste. However, I find the tomato puree gives it a little bit more milder flavor. I've got some onion, some garlic, a little bit of elbow macaroni, chili powder, a pound of ground beef. You can do a turkey if you prefer. I'm going to use ground beef today. I've got some cheese. You're only going to need about a half of a cup of cheese. I've got more here just in case. I've got some beef broth and salt and pepper. Okay guys, I've got a large skillet here. You can do this in a non-stick skillet if you prefer. This is my 10-inch. I've just got it over low heat and it is coming up to temperature. It's very, very hot. We're going to add in our ground beef. We're going to cook this until it is completely cooked through, and we are going to drain off any extra fat that comes off of the ground beef and then just put it back in the pan, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, my ground beef has browned up very, very nicely. I didn't have to drain any fat off of this, so that is great. But if any accumulates in the pan, just go ahead and remove the meat, drain it off, put the meat back in, you're good to go. So now we are going to go ahead and add in our onion and our garlic. We're going to let this cook for about 30 seconds. To about a minute, just to get that garlic nice and fragrant. Okay, now I've got my chili powder here. I'm just going to add this in and give that a little mix just to help toast up that chili powder and bring out the flavors. Just for about 30 seconds or so. You don't want to burn those spices because it can get bitter very quickly. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in the tomato puree. Try not to get it everywhere if I can help it. I know every time I wear a white shirt, I won't have it on 5 minutes before I've done got something on it. Is anybody else like that? I most definitely am. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add in our beef broth. Give that a little mix. Our elbow macaroni. A little bit of salt. And some pepper. I did add some salt and pepper to the meat as I was cooking it. Just be mindful when you add salt and pepper that you can always put more in, but if it's too salty, you can't take it out. So now we're just going to give this a mix. And you're going to let this cook till it comes up to a boil. It'll take it about 5 minutes or so for it to come up to a boil. Then you're going to cut the heat down to low. You're going to simmer this for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the macaroni noodles are tender. They'll still have a bite to them in the center. But yeah, it's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll meet you right back here. Okay guys, so it's been about 25 minutes and my hamburger helper has thickened up very nicely. I've gone ahead and adjusted the seasoning in here, added a little bit more salt and pepper. I've also tested my noodles and they are tender, but they're not smushy. You don't want to cook the noodles so much that they are just falling apart. So to this, I'm going to add in about 1/2 cup of cheese. You can do more or less to your taste. I'm going to reserve just a little bit for the topping. And give this a little mix in and make sure it's all melted and very well combined. This is also going to help thicken up that sauce in there, and it's going to taste amazing. Now at this point you are pretty much done. I'm just going to leave it on the heat just a minute or two just to help this cheese get all nice and melty. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and cut my heat, kind of level this off just a tad. And a sprinkle over a little bit more cheese, not much because you don't want it too cheesy. But if you want it cheesy, go ahead and add as much as you like. Okay, and you are good to go. Now you can also top this with a little bit of green onion if you prefer, but if not, you're good to go. Okay, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And remember, you can always find my recipes on my blog. It's linked down in the description box, also in the comment section. And I will leave the time codes for the video down in the description box as well. So yeah, you guys, we're going to go dig in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.